Disney Cruisers, this is Erika with DCL Dorks, and today we have a special guest, my son Zach.
Hi, everybody.
He is here begrudgingly, as most teenagers are when their parents have a podcast. But what we're going to talk to you today is something that you guys need to know about from the teenager's perspective, the Vibe Club.
Yeah. So the Vibe Club is a hangout for teenagers, 13 to 18, basically. And it's a great place just to hang out during the day, especially on C days. And a lot of times, if you're not disembarking, it's a great place just to hang out, get to know people from around the world, around the country, and just kind of, hang out and vibe.
So when you go there, so if kids your own age,
Yeah.
Is it awkward when you first walk in? Or you get anxious about it?
I don't know. I've only done it once, but it was it's kind of just like going to a new first day of school or something, because nobody knows anybody. We had a lot of people when I went from California or Texas or Florida, a lot of people from Florida. So I think it's just kind of cool to meet people from around the world. And I wouldn't say it's too awkward, but it's kind of everyone's in the same boat.
Literally and figuratively. So, mom pun, mom joke. So when you go there, are the activities like dorky? Are they dumb? Are they age appropriate? Do you think that they're fine? Like, because I think when a lot of the kids go, they're gonna complain like, oh, it's gonna be too kiddish. Oh, it's not gonna be for me. I don't want to go just because kids don't like to go places. Tell me, what was your experience with that?
Yeah, so I think the every once in a while the I don't know, cast members, but they would have an activity, and those would be pretty normal and fun and fine. And it really helps just to kind of commit to it and say, this might be a bit too dumb for me or too simple, but we're here for a good time, so you might as well have one. But a lot of times you're gonna be playing a lot of video games. They have Mario Kart in the back, 2K, you're into that. People play Just Dance. So it's a lot of just kind of playing together, and like some of the games are pretty trivia, like some trivia games which I really like, or like some
Do you find that it's easier because everybody is there with Disney in mind? Like everybody's there for, like, there is that commonality there already?
Yeah, so I don't really know if the people my age think of it that way. I think they kind of think of it as a vacation first and Disney thing second. It's more of like a Disney themed thing, I guess, than a Disney vacation. So I think people are more there as a vacation as the commonality. So everyone's just kind of trying to relax and have a good time together.
So as a teenager, now in we'll call it real life, you would probably disown us if we made you wear matching t-shirts and go somewhere together as a family.
Yeah, and I think there's an element of shamelessness to it, to Disney, and that's very obvious. If you've gone anywhere, everyone's got matching t-shirts and wearing Stitch hats, and I think if they went to the mall in public, they'd be humiliated. But I think, yeah, there is that element of shamelessness to it.
Would you say shamelessness, or would you go back to where you said about you just have to just go in, just jump in and do it?
I think it's a lot of just, we're here to party, and yeah, and I think it's some people are very authentic about it, and some people are just kind of, we're here for this, and so we're gonna act a fool just for fun. So
other than Vibe, so at Vibe, let me see if I got it right. You hang out, you meet people from other places.
yeah,
They have some kind of icebreaker, get to know you games. You kind of try to eliminate that teenage awkwardness.
yeah.
And you're happy to be away from the littler kids.
Mm-hmm.
What were some other things? So we were on the Magic, I think, when we last went. What were some other things that you liked on there? I think you liked the aqua dunk.
Yeah, that was really fun. They had there are a lot of good activities on board. The aqua dunk, if you don't know, is a water slide where you're staring basically like a capsule that drops you down. You go around over the ocean, and that was really fun.
You can hear me scream as I go down.
When I went, it was still kind of COVID-y. So like the basketball courts were closed, but you could still get in there, and the nets were just tied, so you just have to get the ball out every time. So we did that once or twice. Me and people from Vibe. Let's see, there's a lot of trivia, which we did kind of the family. I enjoyed that. I think a lot of the time I spent on board was, I think I would see something on the app or on the itinerary and say, hey, I want to go do that, and then I would go do it. I spent a lot of time at Vibe, went to movies, I went to one of the plays. There was just a lot of opportunities for engagement, and if you going in just trying to have as much of a good time as possible, then you'll enjoy yourself, I think.
So as a 15-year-old, do you think that you would rather have your next cruise be at the Disney parks, since you don't have a choice of where we take you? But if you were to get a choice, if delusion were to come befall you and you got to pick whether you're going to go to the parks or to a cruise ship, which would you pick and why?
I've always really liked the cruise ships, because I think from the standpoint of just like, I think the parks are very stressful, honestly. It's a lot of hurry up and wait. And you don't really get that on the cruise boats. You kind of just enjoy yourself. You know, I remember I think the day of Thanksgiving, I spent the time eating watermelon on the pool deck. So they were playing like some ESPN documentary, like a 30 for 30 or something. And that was, just hanging out and, having free snacks. And I think having that kind of, so at Disney World, you're kind of surrounded by everything. You're drowned in the magic, I guess. And I think on a cruise boat, it's so much less aggressive when it comes to like all the theming, and it's less in your face, and I guess it's more enjoyable that way, and it's not uber crowded. There's not, a gazillion people all trying to do one or two things. There's like 2,000 people and they all do different things with their time.
Well, I appreciate you coming on the show, even though, and I didn't pay him. I'll pay for it later in some kind of way, I'm sure. But I'm sure as we have guests that have questions about from the teenage perspective, we're gonna have you back down.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it and thanks. And so check it out. Ask questions, because I know a lot of you parents out there have your own kids and you're thinking, oh, is this too kid for my teenage? Is this too kiddish for my teenager? And we'll happy to answer any of the questions you have. So we'll see you soon. Bye.